Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing wonderful, and in this video, as you all have requested, I will be doing a reading on Prince Harry's energy at the moment. As we all know, uh, he recently made a Netflix documentary, and we have seen a lot of things there which none of us expected to see. I personally did not. And also, he seems like he is being like controlled in a way. He also looked very upset in the documentary, even though the documentary was very disrespectful towards his family. So let's get started and see what is his feelings at the moment. Like, is he regretting anything? What's up? And I'm only going to be channeling his energy. Um, and we're gonna be seeing, like, what overall energy, like what is he feeling at the moment. And let's get started. I'm shuffling the cards and I got the first card. Let's get more cards though. So yeah. Okay. Okay. So I got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Pentacles, and the Tower moment. And I also got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so even though I only wanted to channel his energy, I also got some of Meghan's energy here. So um, let's get started. So I got the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So it seems like Harry feels this is enough. I have done enough. Like I have enough abundance in my life. I have enough money at the moment. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, I'm seeing in Harry's mind, in his heart, in his energy, he thinks whatever he wanted, like whatever money he needs to live for the rest of his life in a peaceful manner, he already has that. Okay. But I see Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower moment in reverse. It seems like even though Harry is perfectly fine and happy with the money he has, Meghan isn't satisfied with it. So, well, this is no secret, but let me say it again that Meghan saying she wanted privacy and that's why she left the royal family. That's a complete BS. Um, and also preposterous to say things like that when you're constantly making interviews and going to opera, things like that. So honestly, when I see Harry's energy, that's what he wanted. He did not want to get exposed in the opera, or he did not want to go do like a Netflix documentary. Now you would say, why a grown man would do that if he didn't want to do it? So here's the thing. Harry is the kind of a person, he doesn't, from his energy, I have seen that before and I can channel it again. I guess I would see the same cards, but okay. Let's just channel it again. I personally believe Harry, okay, I got the Lover card in reverse and I got the Nine of Cups. So, and I got the Seven of Pentacles and this Five of Swords. So, Harry doesn't really do well with chaos. Here's the thing. He doesn't like to fight. Like some people are, they mastered the art of fighting. They know how to argue. They know how to fight. They know how to bring their point when it comes to fight. Harry isn't that way. He hates doing that. He is more like somebody who would just fight man to man, like hand on hand. But he is not good at arguments. He's not good at fighting with his mouth. So whenever Meghan's, shows, not Meghan, not necessarily Meghan, anyone for that matter, his any ex-girlfriends or his partners, his kids, anybody, or his future partner if there is any, whenever they get mad at him, he just wants to calm them down. What he wants to say is like, you know what, like, you're mad. Okay, I'm sorry. You tell me what I should do. This is his energy around people. He doesn't understand how to argue, the art of argument, the art of fighting. He's not good at that. So if anyone is being toxic to him, first of all, he doesn't understand the whole idea of toxicity. He just wants to fix everything. He's like, If anything, honestly, Prince Harry is more of a masculine person. So I'm not in a good way. um, like he needs to channel some feminine energy inside him if he wants to overcome that. He needs to think like a woman sometimes. He thinks too much like a man. He just wants to um, solve every problem with brain, right? He doesn't really go feminine anywhere. So with this his masculine mentality, he just wants to solve problem, you know. So he just wants to like, there is a problem, let me solve it. I just don't understand any context behind it. Let me tell me what can I do to fix it. So these things work well when you're dealing with a missionary, but when you are dealing with delicate subject like family, relationship, emotion, tantrum, toxic relationship, it doesn't work. You cannot fix it like you can fix an appliance, right? So this is something he needs to understand. He's something he needs to this should be his goal, to understand like how to be a little bit feminine, because he's very very masculine, um, and he has a bit of savior complex as well. um, so yeah, I got the Five of Swords and the Lover card in reverse. So he doesn't know how to deal in a toxic relationship, and also it probably because his family, his family is kind of dysfunctional. Like if you look at his relationship with his mother's relationship with his father, um, all the media and all the tantrum, all those things that happened. It's kind of dysfunctional. So he never really saw like a solid proper marriage, and he doesn't. I mean, people might argue and say, no, you know what, Kate's relationship with William, um, whatever. But I don't think when we are like that close in age group with our brothers, we do not look up to them. We love them, we care for them, but like William is not like 10 years older than Harry. He's like what, 2 years older than Harry. So he sees him as a friend rather than like a brother, like, or the father figure, or like, because he's older brother doesn't necessarily mean William looks up to him. So also I got the Nine of Cups and like Seven of Pentacles. Again, it talks about like he's actually kind of trying to end the cycle. Nine of Cups. So I think he has done enough of kindness. He's like sort of done now. Like he is very, very how to say that? Like he's going towards, like he's kind of done with it. Like he's like, oh my god, I have done enough. I have dealt with enough tantrums. I have dealt with enough pain. I have dealt with, like, I tried to fix all the problem and it's not working for me. I need to choose my pleasure now, with the Nine of Cups. And the Seven of Pentacles, it seems like he is kind of building a new life. So he's building a new energy around him because he has done everything he could do in order to make Meghan happy or his family. Like everything that he has done, it seems like he's like done doing. Like he's basically taking a break from it or trying to like end it. He's trying to work on different things, like like how we say, yeah, I have given my enough to this energy. Now I'm kind of done. Let me focus on something else. Um, it's sort of like, let me get a clarification card for that. What clarification card can I get for it? Okay. So yeah, Ace of Wands seems like with Ace of Wands again, like he wants to like quickly move on from this situation. He can't deal with shaming on his parent or his not parents. I'm sorry, his father and his brother, his family basically. He's kind of done with it. He has done enough, and he's like, I have tried everything. Because Harry always thought, I got the Knight of Wands. Harry always thought, and also what else have I got? So the Knight of Cups. So again, I'm getting a lot of knight, like I every time I do a reading on Harry, I do see the knight energy. And it makes sense. He was a military man, and also he has a bit of like younger uh like a little bit of immature man-child kind of energy around him. But with the King of Pentacles, I'm also seeing like he's getting mature with time. So yeah, and he's kind of done with it. Like he okay, so when he was younger, he always thought like he is not good enough, right? And he wanted to work really good and wanted to take a very different road than his father and his brother, right? And it's not a wrong thing to do. Of course, if you are a royal, doing things in your own way is not really good. Um, and if he just wanted to leave the royal family and start something of his own without creating all the drama they have created, the king would have allowed it, you know? And the king would have allowed that. The king would have supported him as well. But what they have done is very, even I don't think even Harry is happy about it. Um, he kept doing things. He got like, as I said, he cannot fight with Meghan. Meghan always gets her way around him, and now he's like thinking, I if I wanted like a different separate life, I should have just asked my father. I just want a different separate life, and can you like help me, or can I get some support from you? And here's the thing, I just don't understand why people are so cruel. But here is the thing though, these people have no idea. Like, okay, first of all, if you come from a family, if you're not someone from royal family, and if you have like a fairly functional family, your parents would help you in some way to get your dream. Sometimes they pay for your college, they can help you with some education, they might help you with the contacts you have. They have, even with some life advisors. Like, your parents are involved. If those are nice, functional, fairly functional family you have, you always, if not always, sometimes you do need the help of your family. So people saying things like, he is a prince and he never really thought he would, take a different route in his life. Um of course, institution works in a certain way, and all he needs is, all his life he was being trained to be a prince. So of course, from that life to what the life he has now is very different. So of course he doesn't function like normal people, because he isn't normal people, right? He's in his late 30s, whatever, but he doesn't know how to go. Like, he never thought of like going for an interview, starting, his own business or things like that. And he genuinely thought, he overestimated Meghan. And he is like a modern man, as in, he thought like women are equal to men, and women, Meghan is very smart and she understands her way. I'm not saying women are not equal to men. I'm not. Maybe not physically, mentally is possible. Maybe some women are even more better than a man. But Meghan sort of like Harry sort of overestimated Meghan. I don't think Meghan is as smart, as talented as Harry thought she is. There are women who could give him what he thought Meghan could give him, but Meghan is not it. So he now realized that, right? And he's kind of done with it. And he's like, okay, now I probably need to do my own way. I'm like kind of done with Meghan. And now if he does that, let me see what happens if he actually sort of decide to go against Meghan or do his own thing. I got the Knight of Sword, the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, the Devil card, the Ten of Swords. Okay, with the Ten of Swords, I'm seeing if he decides to do his own way, if he decides to basically ignore what Meghan says and go his own way, I do see the Ten of Swords. He's actually ending the cycle of pain and burden that she has. So it's really good. Ending cycle. But on the other hand, we're seeing the Knight of Swords, the Hierophant in reverse. So he, again, honestly, I don't think, I mean, what Harry wants at the moment with the Knight of Swords, I'm seeing, and I also got Five of Pentacles in reverse. So he's seeing things very clearly. With the Hierophant in reverse, I'm seeing he doesn't necessarily want to go back to the royal family or go back to his duties. What he wants is to be in a good place with his brother, niece, nephew, sister-in-law, his father. Like, he just wants to be loved by people. He doesn't want royal favors, if that makes sense. And honestly, he's capable of getting his own way. He's capable of, like, he probably doesn't know that yet. If Prince Harry is listening to this reading, he needs to know this. He's capable of building his own life. He's capable of, if he starts a new venture, he's capable. Like, but he probably needs to, like, get rid of Meghan's influence, or anybody else's influence, anybody who's trying to manipulate him. He needs to get rid of their influences, whether it's Meghan or Meghan's mom or his friend, Harry's father, Harry's whoever that is. He doesn't do well under manipulation. He is not good at taking advice from people. He's not good at following rules. He's not good at following laws. He's a if he's the rule breaker, go getter, hierophant in reverse, non-traditional person. Like, it's very hard to be a royal when you're a non-traditional person. Royal families living with tradition, so I don't know how he's gonna do that. But he doesn't like to listen to people. He wants to do his own way. His own way is not necessarily a bad thing, but under influence he never shines. That's what I'm seeing in the reading. Okay, so Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm seeing that he's finally realizing, seeing things clearly, what he needs to do. He's finally doing his thing. Like, after I think they shot the Netflix documentary way before his grandmother died. After Queen's death, he sort of started seeing things very clearly. It's probably possible that even Queen's spirit is, like, helping him, because I'm a tarot reader. I would talk about these things. Um, And also I got the devil card. So let's see what the devil card is talk about, like the clarification for the devil card. The sun card. The 10 of wands. So can I get a clarification for the devil card, please? Two of swords. So yes, again, if he doesn't make the decision of, like, letting go of the influences of manipulative people, he would still be stuck in the devil energy, where someone is, like, taking advantage of him. His and a lot of people will take advantage of him. It's not only his wife or his, people. People see a prince, people see a person of influence, people would take advantage of them. Harry had a lot of things he needed to work on. So if he goes to therapy, if he works on his mental health, um he would understand those things better. With a 10 of wands, again, another cycle is ending. He can drop his burden. It's like the end of a cycle. I got 10 of swords, I got 10 of wands, and I'm also seeing sun card. So what Harry needs to do at the moment is he needs to, it doesn't necessarily mean divorcing his wife. It means just not indulging her into her, like, how to say that, not listening to her when she's trying to, like, manipulate him. Like, he can still be married, but this time he needs to take control of the relationship, not her. He needs to take control of what goes on Netflix, what goes on Spotify, what goes on where. Like, he needs to understand racism in his own way. He shouldn't listen to his wife's version of racism. He shouldn't listen to his wife's version of how she was being treated and everything like that. So nothing is that black and white. I'm not saying royal family is bad, but of course they have done their fair share of things. What gave Meghan chances to do what she has done. I'm not saying Meghan is a saint either. Everybody have their fair share of, people have done their fair share of mistakes. So but Harry seems like somebody who became a scapegoat in the whole situation. So when people are, like, telling me Harry just left the royal family because he wanted to be more famous, he wanted to make more money. So here's the thing: this whole situation did not benefit Harry in any way. This is the guy people used to bow and curtsy. Okay, period. This is the guy people loved, and Harry, because I had to look into him to do these readings. I have got so many requests to do readings on Harry and Meghan, and then I looked them up and everything. So I have seen some old videos of Harry, and Prince Harry, if was one of, if if not the most popular royal, in, like, of this time, if that makes sense. So nowadays, I don't know what, he's none of those things anymore. But this guy was courtesied and vowed by people. People really really loved him, and he's a very caring person. If you see his video, he is, like, you know, first of all, he doesn't really care like who is watching him or who is recording him. He is genuinely a kind, loving person, eh, with a lot of masculine energy with him. He's not a feminine nurturing person. He's more like a masculine nurturing person. So I he did not get any benefit out of it. Like, if you are part of royal family, of course you get and he's used to it. He's used to that lifestyle. So of course he was you know getting his fair share of money, enough money. He could like live happily. People would respect him. People loved him, and people loved him. He was the most popular one. People thought William people I think people liked William, but people loved Harry more, because I think because he was more like, he acts more like his mother. And if anything, honestly, even I had no idea. I knew the queen, but I didn't know much about the royal family. But everybody, those who didn't even know the queen, they knew who Diana is. They probably, some people, I know many people who doesn't even know Diana and the queen. They were like mother-in-law, sister-in-law. People think queen is a different family and Diana is a different family, but people do know Diana. So when you know Diana, you know her sons. And then you look for the one that acts like her or looks like her. Of course, I believe William looks more like Diana, but people, Harry acts more like Diana. So people loved him more. And of course, he was the younger one. People, by the time William was married, Harry was in the market for a while. So he was very, very popular before all this whole Megxit thing happened. Um, so he did not get any benefit out of it. He lost his family. He lost the respect. He lost the vows and courtesy. I don't know people if people still vow or courtesy him. He lost the palace. He lost his place, and now he has to pay taxes in two different countries because UK tax and USA tax. Um, so he wasn't prepared for that. Harry's problem is he has the savior complex. And I have picked that up from him like several times. He has the savior complex. And let me see what card says. The Star card, the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun card. So I see that Harry's gonna take like some quick, he's actually, as we speak now, he's taking some quick actions to not gain back, but start a new fortune for himself with the Wheel of Fortune, the Star card, and the Sun card. I'm seeing that he's finally gonna take control of his life to get his way. And what happens the moment he decides to take control of it and takes all the control back from Meghan? What happens? Let me see. The Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords. What? Okay. The World card, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Four of Cups. Well, I do see a bit of, like, of course, the Four of Cups and Four of Swords in reverse and Eight of Swords. I do see a lot of drama happening the moment Harry decides to do what he thinks is right with the Eight of Swords and Four of Cups and Four of Swords in reverse. I do clearly see that there will be a lot of like dramas. There will be no peace in the relationship, like, and also with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups clarified by Eight of Cups, clarified by Strength card. But okay, so he needs to still be strong enough to stand his ground. And then I got the World card, so he can actually get rid of it. Harry would come to a different kind of power. And he would work in silence. You might wouldn't see it. He wouldn't show it off. He wouldn't show off, you know what, I finally manned it up. I finally am not listening to my wife. He wouldn't do that. You wouldn't get to know about it, but in his heart he's doing the work. In his personal life he would do the work. So, and if Meghan decides to kind of, you know, uh, I don't know, tone it down, dial it down, maybe it would be really good for them. Um, Relationship with his family would be, I don't know if they can repair the relationship. Let me see what the card says. Will the family repair the relationship with Harry? I got the lover card and I got the five of cups, two of pentacles. So I do see that Harry would have to like juggle between the two of pentacles, his family, his the family of his own, like his wife and his kids, and then his family, that the family that raised him, his brother, his father, and you know, the monarchy basically. So mm, and I got the five of cups. So he is really frustrated at the moment. He is upset, and there is no one who would tell him. So he doesn't have any neutral person who would go to him and tell him, okay, I understand your wife is so and so. I understand she has been abused, whatever, but you also have been abused, and your family also have been kind of humiliated because of two of you. And he needs that person who can talk to him from the neutralistic point of view, like I am doing at the moment. Nobody is a villain, or nobody is that good, like nothing is that black and white. So he needs someone who would tell him that. He needs someone who can like understand his point of view, understand that why he did what he did. He need that person in his life. It could be a good friend, a mentor, you know, things like that. um yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So would Meghan support him if he decides to do things his own way? Let's see what cards has to say about that. Will Meghan accept it easily? Because it seems like he is gonna do things differently from now on. And will Meghan support him? Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Moon card. So far, no. The Tower moment. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I also got the King of Swords. Okay, so if he decides the moment he declares, from now on, my way is highway, I'm not listening to anybody else, then a lot of chaos would start with the Moon card, with the Six of Pentacles. The whole harmony will break down, you know, in Meghan's heart. And the Tower moment, this might actually cause a divorce or breakup or very bad dysfunctional relationship. With the King of Swords, I'm seeing, yet this would be a good decision, like as in like just making decisions by you know, like making decisions for himself would be really good for him. So but then again, it might cause a lot of problem in the relationship, which he feared for years. And that, for that very fear, he left his family. For that very fear, he started saying yes to everything Meghan wants him to do. So but he would still do that because he's done with it. He thought, I have done all these things to keep peace in my family, to keep peace in my, like with my kid's mother, the mother of my child. But seems like it doesn't work. It's never gonna work. Nobody's satisfied here. Everybody's upset. So now I probably need to make my own decision. Seems like Harry would do that. So let's see what happens. And I really wish Harry all the best. I can feel his pain while I'm doing the reading. I remember the first time I did a reading on Harry and Meghan. I will link it down below. And I remember I could like channel his pain, and I felt so bad for him. I'm still feeling that way for him. And I really am sending my prayer so that he can reconcile, he can go back. Not go back if he doesn't want to, but I am praying so that he can get the clarity to do what is needed to do for the growth of his soul. With that hope, I'm ending this reading, and I hope you all have enjoyed the reading. And if you're in a situation like that, I'm also sending my prayers for you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like the video. Put a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this reading? Do you have anything else to say? Let me know. I love and I enjoy reading the comments you have written. So goodbye for now. Mwah.